going to talk about one of the famous diets called Dukan diet. In recent years, more and more individuals are beginning to focus on weight loss, and it's always hard to find the best one. The Dukan diet is a protein-based diet designed by a French nutritionist called Pierre Dukan. This diet proposes a healthy plan based on 100 natural foods, including 72 sources from animals and 28 from plants. It also requires physical activities. It's based on the theory that a lot of protein can help people lose weight because it's low in calories and digesting protein using more energy. It's also believed that restricting the intake of carbohydrates and fats for the body induces a starvation-like state, which forces the body to use fat stores for energy. Now let's move on to some specific information about 4 phases of this diet. The first phase is attack phase, which aims at rapid weight loss from 2 to 3 kilograms. The dieter can choose from 6 to 8 lean proteins, and the amount is unlimited. The only carbohydrate source allowed, at least 1.5 tablespoons of oat bran, can also be consumed, and the person must have at least 1.5 liters of water and exercise for 20 minutes every day. The next phase aims to achieve target body weight more gradually by adding 32 specific vegetables, calling cruise phase. The dieter can eat unlimited low-fat protein and non-starchy vegetables, but fruit is still not allowed. He or she should continue with 1.5 liters of water, 1 tablespoon of oat bran, and 30 minutes exercise per day. The third phase, called consolidation, is aiming to avoid regaining weight. The dieter now can consume unlimited quantities of protein and vegetables, 1 piece of low-sugar fruit, 1 portion of cheese, and 2 slices of whole grain bread daily. They can also have 1 or 2 celebration meals per week. The daily exercise for 20 minutes is still required. The last phase is the long-term maintenance part called stabilization. People can eat whatever they want as long as having an all-protein day 1 day per week, eating 3 tablespoons of oat bran, and doing exercise for 20 minutes every day. The most important is that never take escalators or elevators. Now I'm going to talk about some scientific explanations and effects about this. The body will mainly focus on the digestion of protein in this diet due to the shortage of carbohydrates and fat. When we have some protein-rich food, proteins in food are broken down into pieces called amino acids. Once these have been absorbed, amino acids will be released into the bloodstream for further energy use. But carbohydrates and fats should be used primarily for energy when making hormones, muscles, and essential biological equipment. So under low carbohydrate conditions like Dukan diet, some cells need body to make a fat-like molecules called ketone bodies, which are related to a dangerous diabetic complication and some serious side effects. After eating food, the energy in body is used to maintain basal metabolic activities, including food digestion, heart pumping, breathing, etc., as well as physical activities, which body movements produced by muscles require energy expenditure. And what will be the change of body metabolism under this diet? In fact, the body's metabolism rate increases significantly more after eating protein than carbs and fat, which make you feel full and satisfied. But it's also reported from a panel of doctors and dietitians that the change of normal metabolism can lead to a yo-yo effect, where dieters constantly lose and regain weight. Thus, it can be seen that the change of metabolism could make you lose weight at start, but also cause kinds of implications. Based on the information provided above, we may conclude that the Dukan diet has both advantages and disadvantages. Firstly, people can lose weight rapidly and calories do not need to be counted, which provides a high motivation, and the elimination of processed fatty and sugary food, as well as alcohol, could be healthy habits to maintain. The last two phases also help the transition from weight loss to a long-term maintenance. On the other hand, there's not much quality research available on the Dukan diet, and the safety of it hasn't been studied. Critics of Dukan diet point out that since the diet bans certain food groups, such as grains and fruits, it is nutritionally incomplete. This can cause nutrient deficiencies, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. And high in proteins could make their condition worsen for those who tend to form kidney disease and liver disease. Furthermore, a respected French health publication has found that 8% of people regain their weight over a period of more than 4 years, and half with 1 year. Some reports suggest that the stabilization phase causes most problems, such as it's hard to reintroduce a wide section of food without putting it back, and difficult to stick to the weekly protein day. Overall, it's true that the high-protein Dukan diet can produce fast weight loss, but it also has several problems that make it difficult to follow and sustain for a long term. The best diet plan should be based on a variety of nutrients, and most importantly, it should be based on personal interest and motivation.